UN Human Rights Chief Navi Pillay had a stark warning during her visit to South Sudan.
If in the very near future there is no peace deal, then I shudder to think where South Sudan is heading.
Pillay and Secretary General Ban Ki-moon's advisor on the prevention of genocide, Adama Dieng, met during their 3 days in South Sudan with survivors of an attack at the UN base in Bor. Afterwards, they flew to the north of the country for talks with opposition leader Riek Machar.
I'm Riek Machar. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I've come a long way to see you. We landed, went through a little village and met him under a tree. He had a stack of books in front of him. One of them was about a failed state. We had a good meeting of about 35 minutes and gave him the concerns of the Secretary General about protection of civilians, and we received assurances from him that he himself is investigating the human rights violations that occurred in Bentiu.
Forces loyal to Machar have been accused of carrying out targeted ethnic killings in Bentiu, the capital of Unity State. Pillay and Dieng also met with President Salva Kiir and members of his government.
Of course, we will share ideas, and in order to improve the situation, in order to put this killing to an end, to put indeed correct our human rights, to see what areas can be done, cooperating together so that we can improve the human rights record in our country.
At a news conference in Juba, Pillay faulted both Kiir and Machar for doing little to avert catastrophe in South Sudan.
Unfortunately, virtually everything I have seen or heard on this mission has reinforced the view that the country's leaders, instead of seizing their chance to steer their impoverished and war-battered young nation to stability and greater prosperity, have instead embarked on a personal power struggle that has brought their people to the verge of catastrophe.
Dieng called for the international community to take steps to avoid a repeat of the genocide in Rwanda.
To the survivors of the genocide, we owe a pledge to take all possible measures within our power to protect population from another Rwanda. There is no excuse for inaction.
For South Sudan in Focus, I'm Karen Zeitvogel.